I've seen a lot of people come to me and say, hey, man, what's the secret? Like they always say, but there's no secret to it. It's just like he said, man, it's just one of the things I've seen is like what they say, don't trade what you think, trade what you see. So what they mean is like, we physically looking at the chart, I'm gonna wait. So when he asked me like, what's my strategy is I'm a patient guy. You know, most of you guys know me, I'm a patient dude. You know, no matter how long it take, we dealing with millions of dollars. So it could take me until I'm 40. I'll be a millionaire then, whatever the case may be if it took that. But when it comes to the trading thing, it's just patience, you know. So I think patience is another thing that you should have, you know. I know most of y'all working jobs and stuff like that, but just have this, like you say, doing what y'all doing already, but just kind of put your foot on the pedal a little more. But I think that patience thing is very key because I was an overnight person when I first became an entrepreneur. But I think when it's patience and chart, it helps a lot more because we have setups that plays out every single day. So he might get in the market quicker than I do and make 1,000, but I'm patiently waiting for it to come to a certain zone or a spot, right? You know how you guys trap somebody or set somebody up? That's how I trade. I'm patiently waiting for it to come to a particular zone, and then I go about my business. So I feel like patience helps a lot with that. And when you have patience, you'll find yourself hitting 6 and whatever, you know, in due time. So I think patience is a big thing.
Y'all know the saying, fool me once, what? Fool me twice? So it's the same thing basically where you have, if you were to look at one thing and you'd be like, okay, I got it. Cool. You will need something to back that up just in case that first thing doesn't trigger or whatever. And then the third confirmation is just kind of like a backbone, like, oh yeah, we set, we good. I ain't even got to worry about it. So it's always 3 confirmations is always the rule because without 3 confirmations, you trading blindly. And that's when people will call it a gamble. And that's when people will be like, oh, this is a scam. This is fake. Yeah, that's where that whole theory comes in.
That's how you can assure that, you know, you're in the market to make money. Like he said, probability, that's what we do. It's not gambling, it's a probability game. So think of investing as probabilities. I want to inspire you guys to show you guys that if a 7-year-old can do this, all right, you guys can do this too. And I know most of y'all are doing this and on the path to doing that, but I want y'all to keep going. Like I told most of y'all gonna have some L's. I take L's. He just took a $2,000, $4,000 L. I don't even supposed to put that out there, but we're trying to be transparent with y'all. Y'all not the only ones that's taking L's. It's a part of the game. If he take a $4,000 loss, guess how much he gonna make the next time? 12. So think big. But I want to bring up Kyle to the stage real quick.
Oh, hey, Mike.
So I want to just show y'all that, you know, over time, if you have a skill set, what it can do. And I'm just gonna test him. I want y'all to pay attention to y'all. See this? So we're gonna do an uptrend. Take your time. Show these guys how to do the uptrend. So he's gonna label the markets as if he was real trading in the markets. And remember, the market moves in waves. So you got to remember that the market moves in waves, all right? So the market's never gonna go straight up. So these dips that y'all seeing, this is where you buy low. I know most y'all heard that before, but you buy low, sell high. He's showing you exactly where you get in at if you pay attention to this. All right, y'all give it up for him. And what this is an uptrend or a downtrend. Good job. Thank you.
That's fire. That's fire.
Thank you, Kyle. All right. So y'all got that? All right. What you think, E?
Oh, that's fire. I like that.
I don't think you missed anything.
I don't think he missed anything at all, bro. That's 100. That's an A plus right there.
Absolutely.
For sure.
But this is a key part of how we make money. Like I said, it's fundamentals and technicals. I love technicals because that's how I got into the game. I got into the game 12, 13 years ago. I got brought into a high school. I was interning, and we interned at a hospital first year and second year. They took me downtown. I'm like, man, where we going? And I go on this trading floor, my eyes just light up. And I'm around money. Like, you can just smell money. Computer screen after computer screen. So this when I first found out about trading and investing. And nobody else was doing it. So I had to learn all this from these people. But when Facebook, social media, all this stuff came about, they started talking about Forex, right? But that's not really what it is. You got to really know what it really is about. So that's what we're breaking down right now, the technicals, all right? So what he drew out, right, is just the start of what we're talking about. If you learn how to position yourself every day that me and E trades, it's the same thing like I told you because we position ourselves at a point to where we can make money. And the market do everything the same every single day. And if you guys can catch on to this and follow the flow of the market, you can follow the same thing. Y'all with me? I want to have a Hey, Kid, you mind coming up here and showing them a little something real quick? So this gentleman right here, Kid, man, he been rocking with me in the 120 Dreaming since 2019. Me and this gentleman worked together. So Kid got to see me come from this to that. And it's funny because Kid actually seen me on the charts while we at work. So he'll come and it's like, man, what you doing? Like, what's this about? So, you know, I poured into him. And this is what it's all about. And I told all y'all, when you get this skill set, you pass it forward to the next person. You keep it going to your little ones, your cousins, whoever it is. Because this is what it's all about. So, yeah, let's do a downtrend real quick. Let me But no, I think this is a very important exercise, which is why we're gonna do this, because I feel like if y'all leave there knowing how to do this, when you look at a real chart and you don't know anything about a chart right now, I guarantee you leave here right now just by doing this, you'll be able to at least apply yourself. I guarantee it. If I had to start all over and do everything over again, I wish I would have done this.
That's essentially how I apply my.
That's beast mode right
That's
there.
essentially how I apply. If I see this, basically, if I see this, see the market's going on a downtrend, it hits the first. One of the things that Mike told me is most of the time, if whatever trend you're doing, it'll give you 3 different entries, right? It'll go down, go back up to stop you out, then hit another downtrend, go back up to stop you out, and then hit another one, right? You can get in on the stop losses, you can scalp. So when I see this, if I see it go down, what is it? Market moves down, then it consolidates, and then it breaks up again. So here I see that it's consolidating. We're already in the downtrend. This is the lower high. Let's just, for example, this is the high low that it breaks. Once it breaks that high, everything is in the lower level. So once I hit that first break and I see that it's consolidating, it can only go up and it can only go down. But I already have a lower high. I don't have that high low to tell me that it's gonna go high again. I have the first lower high, so I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm gonna go in right here. I can put my stop loss. I might be doing too much right now. If I go in right here, I can put my stop loss up here at this lower high. I'm risking just this little amount to gain all this. And that's how. If I see this is how I'm attacking it. Right after the consolidation, because if it stops me out and if the market does one of these and not this, okay, I lose that. But if I see it again, it's gonna go my way and I'm gaining 3 times. So my risk is 1 to 3. Usually that's how I do it.
And I want to touch on another thing real quick.
I did a lot right there.
Now this is a great job right here. So this is a downtrend. So the market, another key thing too about trading, just knowing what it can do, because I feel like a lot of people just think like it can do anything, it can freaking jump, you know. But the market only do 3 things: go up, down, and go sideways. Consolidation. Meaning when it says consolidation is going nowhere, that means you walk away. Ain't no money to be made today, walk away. So that's what you're seeing right here. This is consolidation, meaning that, hey, if we're going to the party and we're going to turn up, I'm not going at 8 p.m., I'm going at 12, 1 o'clock. I'm trying to turn up. So that's the time that we're not turning up, when it's consolidating. So when y'all see that, just as an important indicator. But yeah, this is a downtrend. I think you did a great job, man. Lower high is where you get in at to sell, you know, to make your money. But other than that, it's a great job.
Now, I got a question for you. So, do you mainly scout, or you more so like hold the trade and go the full route?
I love to hold.
Okay, so let me
Swing trade. I like to swing trade.
So, as y'all heard from him, swing trader. That's what I was saying earlier, right? Now, I scout. Now, I'm going to tell you the difference, but there's still no difference. It's up to you and your lifestyle. What do you want to do? Mental. Like, let me ask you, know what scalping is, right?
Yeah.
Do you like scalping? Is that something that you're cool with? Or
It depends on the pair that I'm trying to scout.
Okay.
I'm going to be real with you. If I'm going to do the indices, like the US 100, US 30, I tend to want to scout more those than the actual currency pairs, because
they consolidate more. Less volatile.
And then the thing is, like, the way my lifestyle, my schedule is set up, it's always better for me to swing trade, because I'm not actively watching my trades most of the time.
Yep.
So I do my analysis, I do whatever I got to do, and I put my trades in, and I let it go. Whatever happens, happens. I know what I did, right? Set and forget. So with the scalping, I feel like whenever I do the US 30, if I am trading the US 30, like I have to be in front of my laptop for those 15 minutes, for that 30 minutes, for that hour, you know, depending on how long I want to do it, the time frame. But I do both. I don't have a problem with either method, but I know personally that's
Swing trade is
I
what
like
you say.
I like holding
Okay.
my trades.
So I heard it. Swing trade. I scout, right? No difference at all. As a scalper, this is exactly how I'm looking at the market too. I'm like, all right, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is what I'm doing. And I'll explain to you one on one. So I'll enter here once I get my price action set up, double top, engulfing candles, wick rejections, all that fun stuff. And literally, I will essentially either be out. Let's just say this low is further down. I will essentially be out right here. That's me. I'm in and out. Now him as a swing trader, let's say he takes in a position right here and acts it out right here. He probably made, we're just gonna throw a number, $5,000, right? He probably made $5,000. Now guess what? As a scalper, and let's say he's holding this trade, let's do 4 days, right? Let's say 4 days tops. Now for me, I'm like, mentally, I can't do that. I can't sleep knowing that my trade is still floating because I try scalping, swing trading, that's just not me. So I'd rather just get in, get out. I want to know if I want to make my money now or lose my money now. You know what I'm saying? That's me. There's no difference or no bad thing about swing trade or anything. But for me, as a scalper, I can either say, all right, bet, I'm going to just exit out here and grant, I'm risking probably more for sure, right? But my reward could essentially be the same in a way, theoretically. So I can come in here with $5,000 and make that in an hour or two, right? Let's just say in 1 hour or two. So theoretically, for me, like I was telling you guys earlier, when I like grow these accounts, usually average it can be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where I can take a small amount to a big amount, X 500 or X 1,000 or whatever, and that's because I'm taking big risks, right? But I know the reward, and I'm cool with that because at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I'd rather just wait 1 or 2 hours and know if I'm finna make this bread or not. And the nice thing about Forex, you can cash out whenever you want. So I'd rather just see if I can make this bread now. Boom. But I would say as a starting or like a new trader, 100% you should go swing. And the reason why I'm saying this is you want to start at the top, figure out which one you like. Swing, entry day, scout. Entry day is more like holding it for a couple days. Swing is more theoretically like longer than that. Mm-hmm. Scalping is you in and out. I'm going to tell you right now, a scalper is the most stressful fucking trader ever.
Yes, it is.
I was telling Mike, I go live on my YouTube channel all the time, and I get people asking me, because I usually get like 1,000, 2,000 watching me, and I get questions asking me all the time, what do you do? What do you do? Why you got in this? You should do this. Get out. And that's stressful there. But then, when I'm watching that chart, and I see that happen, and my stop loss right there, I promise you, 90% of y'all will probably get out of that and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm out. I'll cash out. But then not, like, 15 minutes later, it'll come right back down. Mm-hmm. As a swing trader, you don't see none of that. All that noise don't even exist. As a swing trader, you're just like, oh, okay, cool. You're just seeing that. But as a scalper, you're in that details. You're seeing, Mm-hmm. And like he was saying with like, I got you in a little bit, I got you. Like he was saying with US 30, that's very volatile. US 30 is one of those indices that will go up, come straight down. Mm-hmm. You won't get no pullback. Nothing. So if you miss that opportunity, you're going to have to wait. Literally. And that's how that works. But like I said, it's all about what works for you mentally and in your lifestyle. So I used to trade London session, which is, for us, that would be late at night, like around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Now I got a kid. He started school, so I had to adapt to waking up early and kind of just going from there. So I now trade New York sessions. And my favorite and only two that I focus on is U.S. oil and 30. These are my only two. Now, why do I not trade? So there's a difference between Forex pairs and indices and commodities. But really, Forex, a lot of people get the wrong impression. And Forex is basically margin trading, currency trading, right? But me personally, I like to trade indices and commodities. The reason being is because these are very volatile. As a scalper, I do not want to be in a situation where I'm up and down, up and down, up and down, because I hate watching my trades to begin with anyway, because it's, like I said, it's a very stressful job, right? But I would rather prefer to get in something that I know is very volatile. U.S. oil, very volatile, it's a commodity. 30, indices, very volatile, it's a commodity or index, right? So for me, I would rather take that chance to say, you know what, I bet I'll just take this whole ride and ride it all the way down. So that being said, when I'm dabbling to the market, my main focus is focusing on the New York session, which is I wake up at 6 a.m. and I finish by noon. That's usually my time frames of me trading. and I'm down for the day. I promise you guys, like that's it. I don't even want to touch the market. I don't even want to look at it. I come here, like I said, this is kind of like my escape home. That's why I created this space, and you know I'm working on a lot of things. Me and Mike got a lot of things we're gonna be doing too. But that's the end goal. Like you want to be able to get in, get out, and live your life. You know, so that's why I like scalping. So I enter mainly off the 5 minute. I actually do 30 seconds too. I just started 30 seconds as well. So I do 30-second entries.
Really
and
like living on the edge, then.
huh? Yeah, I'm a risk taker.
Yeah.
I'm a big risk taker, but I know the end result of it. But I have my rules are set, guys. Like I have a risk tolerance. I actually do 30% overall, which might sound like extreme to y'all. And you're like, what the? But there's a reason behind it, and you know, you probably explain that in a little bit about risk management. And then I always look for 3 confirmations. That's a must. And yeah, that's really it. And I only focus on 2. So I don't need nothing else but these 2. Really, just this one right here. This is my go-to.
You only need one.
I only need one to make
You
money.
only need one to make a meal.
I only need one to make a meal. Right, facts. That's it. So, yeah, I just have to throw that in there because that's important. Swing, entry day, and scout. You got to try all 3 to know. I started with swing trading my first year. Like I said, that was my best year. And then I got into entry day, and I was like, it's cool. And then I got into scalping. I'm like, yeah, this better, you know.
But as y'all can see, it's styles for everybody. You know, so like you say, we got one person might be a truck driver. One person might be a coach or whatever. You can set and like what Kid said, you can set and forget. That's why I want to have this class too, because it's more than what we was doing with automation. It's like somewhat automation, but like you can still manually trade. And what he said, set and forget. Like I did my analysis, right? And I see where the market could potentially go. I'm gonna execute, and then I'm going to the job, or whatever the case may be. And I check it on my phone, and that's how we go about it. That's how we make money. Don't ever think about investing as, like you say, an all-day thing sitting there. And no, you don't have to. Like he said, that's his preference. Your preference might be set and go. I set and go my trades all the time. Most of y'all hear me say that all the time. I'll set my trades and go to sleep. You know, but this is literally how you make money.